everyone. So welcome to BIMLABS Global Community Event. So today's topic is construction BIM. We will discuss all about what's the role of construction using BIM. Okay. So let me first introduce myself. I'm Krishna Raj, BIM Application Engineer under Construction and Operation Management Department in BIMLABS Global. So first of all, let me brief about our company, BIMLABS Global. So BIMLABS Global is a CAD and BIM service provider. Actually, we have three departments. BIM Finishing School, that is, we provide BIM training to students, corporates, professionals, and all. Then come BIM Studio, second department, that is, we handle projects, live projects. We also assist projects for many different firms to work in BIM, and also we do the live projects. Here we do BIM implementation consultancy. And third one is BIM Bridge department, where we do BIM placement. So after completing the course, the students will be undergoing internship. As per the wishes of students, they can go 1 month or 3 month internship, and they will provide placement. We actually have many tie-ups with many companies, so we make sure that our students are all placed. So this is the general details of our company. Next, these are all the certifications of BIMLABS Global. We are actually the authorized and academic partners of Autodesk, Bentley. Bentley is a parent company of StatPro. You may all know that the software is StatPro. And we're also a member of IGBC, that is Indian Green Building Council, the council which deals about the sustainability. And also we are the member of Indian BIM Association. And these are the certifications, and the industry is approved. We are providing industry approved closed course modules and all. So these are the data regarding that. So this is about our location, corporate office in Calcutta, Trivandrum, and we recently started a project office in Dubai, and we have 3 branches in Statue, Trivandrum, Kerala, Cochin, Kerala, Calicut, Kerala, and we have a franchise in Kollam also. So let's start today's sessions. It's about BIM, the construction in BIM. So first of all, I'll just give an intro of concept and advantages of BIM. So here you can see the different stages of a project. So when we get a project, it's undergoing, it have different stages. Some may be followed, some may not be followed, some may be touched like that. So this is a technical stages of a project. So first stage is design. Means, for example, just let me explain with us in a simple manner. For example, if a client is approaching us for a building, a residential building, okay, and he need water. When a client is approaching, first thing what we do is we hear the requirements of the client. Listen. So after hearing the requirements of the client, we do some rough sketches. So if for example, he need a residential building, he need 4 bedrooms, 2 bath attached, like that, some requirements will be there. This 4 bedrooms, it can be taught, it can be taught any, like anyways, are in 4 corners, in different places, we can, like in 2 floors, like that, in any ways we can just do that. So we can just make rough sketches of the what regarding the requirements of the client, and can just shoot to the client. That is coming under conceptual design. That is making the rough sketches. That is coming under conceptual design. So when clients see all these in, he may have some changes. He will discuss some changes. So then he will like one plan on one like one design, and we just proceed with that. Then that plan, with that plan, we go for the detailed design. That is conceptual design and detailed design. Next come building analysis, the analysis of part of build. That is, so this after doing the design means yeah, after doing the design, so different designs. If architectures do architecture design, structure will do structure people will do structure design. That is, different models are created by different people or different department, and when it's come together, we have to do the analysis part. So before the real construction site works, we need to do the analysis part. That is coming under building analysis. That is structural analysis. We do energy efficiency, do lighting. That will we check the that mostly the we just check for that we can use more natural light than the artificial light, like that analysis part we do. The third stage is stage is project management, where this analysis and project management is mainly focused on our department, that is construction. So in project management, the main thing is the main constraints are time and cost. and also resources also there. But main constraint is time, cost. So the client will tell within this time we have to do the project. Within this cost, we also have this much money. We have to complete that project. That if, for example, the manager in this project management, for example, maybe it's when the that particular residential building. Okay, maybe it's when the 6 or 7 months project, but the client is saying he have to complete within what 3 months. He need to do that particular building. So what we have to manage accordingly. We have to spend more time, or we have to incorporate more resources or more labors, and then we have to finish as per the requirements of the people. That part is coming under the project management. Then documentation part, documenting all the data of the project. Approval drawings is there. Approval drawing means, so before the construction start, we have to get the government sanction and all. So for that, we have to do the approval drawings. That is approval drawings. Shop drawings, that is drawings produced by the contractors, suppliers. That is, it is typically what required for the prefabricated components, shop drawings. Then as-built drawings. So we can say, if a picture can speak 1,000 words in a project, as-built drawings can speak 1,000 construction process. That means it is a revised set of drawing. Even though we make all plans and do the construction, in the process of construction, there will be different changes will happen, isn't it? So we have to update everything in that drawings. That is as-built drawings. So this as-built drawings, it reflects all the modification made during the construction process. Okay. So all the data regarding that construction, that project will be in the as-built drawing, and it helps in comparison. That is, so whether we do construction as per our planning or like that, we can do the comparison. It helps in the comparison, and also will be easy for the renovation. If this drawing is there, it will be easy for the renovation. So these are the documentation stages. The next stage is construction stage. First is logistic. Logistic means to make sure all the resources are available in that. If a work is good, for example, if a concrete is going to happen today, and or the site supervisor or the engineer should ensure that all the resources needed for that concrete should be in the site in the time. Okay, the fixed time. That is process of proper planning, executing and controlling the procurement, transportation, and workers and resources. That's coming under logistic. Okay, then is commissioning. Commissioning means to check everything what we have done in this project is as per the law. That is commissioning. So after all these stages, our construction will be done. Next is handing over to the client and using that particular building. That is operation. So after using the construction or building, we need maintenance too. That comes under operation and maintenance. Okay, these are the different stages of a typical project. So we will come to the stages after discussing the BIM. How BIM is impacting on these stages. Now let's go for the evolution of technology. So in earlier days, we used to draw. In my college days and all, I used to draw in sheets. Okay, we use that is hand drafting using drafter and all. We used to do a plan section analysis. That is one time that sheets are used. We will carry sheets and we do all the things, planning, drawings, and every details and all in sheets. Next, after sheets, just next come updated is CAD, that is computer aided drafting. It become little more this designing part and everything little more easier than sheet. So sheet is, if some error happen, we have to erase. It is difficult to maintain, isn't it? There is a correction, it's very difficult to do, and maintaining also that storage of storing these sheets and all, maintaining this sheet is also very difficult. So it become easy once CAD is there. We can just save in our system. Okay, when we can draw everything and we can just save in the system. That maintenance is it's not a big problem then. Then the latest tech updated in our industry is BIM, Building Information Model. So now our technology, or now in our construction industries, the change is it is up to BIM. Okay, so you all can just analyze yourself that in which stage are you still there? Are you just still in the sheet? I think no one will be there in sheet stage. Maybe CAD. Many different companies, I know many different companies are using CAD also. And BIM is also used by different companies. So this is the evolution of the technology. So about the CAD workflow. Here we can do all the 2D things. We can do floor plan, we can do elevation, section, detail view, can do schedules, everything we can do. There's CAD 3D also is there. It's an optional one. But we don't have any control over budget or time. That project management part, we can't do anything using CAD. No, we don't have any control over that. Okay. So in this sheet as well as in the CAD while using, the workflow of our project is, if any updation is required, means in CAD itself, if you want to, if there's a change in plan after doing everything, if there's a change in plan, we have to go to change in section, elevation, and everything, the data or the details connected to that change, we have to update it. So, isn't it? Updation work is needed. Coordination clashes, there's no option for checking that. If there is, means once this everything is done in CAD, we will start the real construction work. So if there is any minute error and all, if there is any clashes happen, means we have to work from the scratch. That is coordination clashes. Time management, this actually is not in our control. There's nothing we can do in about time and cost. But in case of cost, we have quantified, we have manual estimation is there, but there are chances of human error as well. Then energy efficiency, that is analysis part of the model or the building, we cannot be done. So we need a better workflow. So for making our process, making our construction process in a better workflow, we are using the latest technology in the industry, that is BIM, Building Information Modeling. So, and simple words I can say, the output of BIM is a zero error intelligent model. Okay, so while doing a model or project in BIM, I'm doing a project in BIM means you will give every details. We get, so at the end of the model, we get every details, even minute details of the model we will get. That is, that I part, information is a very important thing in building information. So in our eco industry, information is the key. No, with using this information of the any data, we can do anything. So building information or BIM, you can say it is a zero error and intelligent model. That is, from that model, we get all the details, and we don't, if there is any change, okay, after doing the model itself, if there is any change in the plan, if I'm making any changes in the plan, all the things related to it, when it's session, elevation, estimation, everything, it will automatically get updated, and it can be used in the different stages of the projects also. So if I'm just, we can go back and see the different stages, okay, that project stages which I discussed earlier. BIM in eco projects life cycle, how it affects in BIM in our eco industry. So first is programming. Programming means what? When a project, we get a project, the planning team will outlines the objects and goals of that particular project through the feasible study of the by feasibly studying everything, they just not the objects and goals of the project. So we can use BIM for that also. In conceptual design, that is design stage, conceptual design. So for example, when a client is coming to us, okay, just in a rough sketch, means in a rough paper, we are doing different rough sketches and showing to the showing to our client. On the other hand, we are using BIM, we are using the software in BIM and we will do the model of a particular building. Okay, what the client is need, we'll do that particular model with everything. It's giving much importance to visualization, like how it will be seen after the project is completed. That means the final visual of that project we can do in our using the BIM softwares. Okay, if we are showing these both, that means rough sketches in paper and the final end product in a software, if you're showing these two, the client will be impressed only with that. No, that is if you're seeing that final stage or the final view of the final look of the project, that means if, for example, giving all the lights, giving the how it will be looking different paints, we will give the finishing everything, and if you are showing to the client will be impressed by that, isn't it? That is coming under conceptual design. That means by using different softwares in BIM, we do the conceptual design part. Then we will move to the detailed designing. In detailed designing means the same model we are in detailing with the design. For example, in conceptual designing, we just build a wall and we'll do the everything adjusted. In detailed designing, while constructing a wall, we will just its quantity, what the material is giving, what type of material is giving, what is the quantity of the materials we needed. Every details we will give and then do the modeling. That means, for example, if a wall, okay, in the wall we use a brick material. If you're choosing a brick as a material, we will give all the details of brick, like it's about its properties, that cost, thermal properties, every details regarding that material, we will just input and do the model. So how it will means at the end of the model, it can be, what is the use of this means at the end of when doing the estimation part, it will be helpful. That is, if you take this project at any time, anywhere, you will get all the details of that particular model. And also we can just, it will be useful for doing other projects also. That is detailed designing. That means by incorporating every details and we do the every details of the materials and we do the detailed designing of the model. Then analysis part. As I earlier told, architects will do the architecture modeling, structures, people will do the structure model, mechanical, electrical, they will do their own models. So when we want to check, that is, before the real construction work starting, we have to check whether everything, when all these models comes together, or is there any clashes or not. Okay, that is structural analysis. We will incorporate all these models together and we do the analysis part. We check the clash detections part. So when it all come together by using different softwares, we use an IrisWorks software at BIM to do the clash detections part also. That is analysis. And also we can do the energy analysis. We can do the lighting analysis, everything can be. So for doing this energy analysis and all, we need the properties of thermal properties of the material. So once we are doing when we are doing the detailed design of the model, we have to give all this. If you're giving all the data of this particular material, it will be helpful while doing the analysis part also. Okay, so that is the interconnection between all the stages in the BIM. Okay, next comes the documentation part. Documentation will also be easier using the softwares in BIM. In Rivet itself, in the Rivet, it is a software used in BIM for the detailed designing. In Rivet itself, we have an estimation where we can find what different about the, we will get the quantity as well as quality estimation. We get about the detail, means details of the materials, its count, every details, what and all materials are used, everything can be can get from the Rivet estimation part. Next is fabrication part. In fabrication means prefabricated materials can be used. We can do the prefabricated materials by using different softwares, and we can check whether it is applicable to our model by doing the analysis and all. That can be also done in this using the BIM softwares. Then construction 4D and 5D. That means 3D is our model geometry, that 3D model. 4D means we are incorporating an additional dimension, that is time. That it allows the project team to better visualize how the construction site will be sequenced. That is cost. 5D means 4D means time, and 5D means about the cost, about the quantity estimation. We can do all this. Then comes under the construction logistic part. That is, construction logistic part means logistic means to ensure that everything is available. No, we can check like that by that we can create the checklist and we can give to site engineers and they can ensure that everything is inside. That part also we can do. Then operation and maintenance. So when you do the model by giving all the details, what thing is, when this model lifespan of the model, we can get the idea about the lifespan of the model, or when this model need to be maintained. Okay, after which time it need to be renovated, or what the elements in it, or the things the elements we use there, when you can get an idea on when it is need to be maintained. Okay, that is coming under operation and maintenance. Then renovation. For renovation also, for different phases like a renovation, new construction, the demolition, in every phases of the construction process, we use BIM. Okay, done. This is a short video. BIM.
Growing demands, evolving expectations, and limited resources. These new realities are creating unprecedented possibilities for architecture, engineering, and construction companies. Technology is helping them to work more efficiently and more responsibly, to build cities and the future in a smarter way. And it all starts with BIM. BIM is the holistic process of creating and managing information for a built asset. Based on an intelligent model and enabled by a cloud platform, BIM integrates structured multidisciplinary data from planning and design to building and operations. From architects, engineers, and contractors to owners and operators, everyone can collaborate remotely to create and manage projects in a better way. BIM also generates insights that empower decision-making and accelerate better project outcomes. Design teams can use computation to quickly generate and analyze multiple options, focus on results. Manufacturing processes help teams to design, optimize, and prefabricate components in factories that are then transported and installed on site using accelerated assembly methods. With design, construction, and operational data, BIM produces a dynamic, up-to-date digital representation of a physical asset. This digital twin enables informed decisions across the entire project lifecycle and sets the stage for future projects. This is BIM. It's the foundation of a digital transformation in the architecture, engineering, and construction industry. A transformation empowered by Autodesk, who is helping the designers and builders of today to shape the built environment of tomorrow.
Yeah. So I think it's get some you get some ideas on BIM and seeing this video. So many in our industry, in our eco industry, many peoples are involved, from designers, architects, engineers, stakeholders, like what real estates. So many peoples are involved in our industry. So we want to collaboratively. We need a collaborative environment, or we can coordinate and work together in a particular project, in one project, by using the BIM. That is was first discussed in this video. Then it tells about generative design. Generative design means to check the efficiency by creating a different models. Means if you want to do a model, okay, if you want to do a simple model, you can just create a model, create a different model, okay, create a different model, and you can, like iteration, you can give different materials to that model. You can give different materials, different properties you can give. For example, for just take an example for one wall, okay. Just take a wall. You take wall, you just do different models of that wall. For example, 7 types of wall you made, and you give different properties for the, you choose different materials, give different properties, everything like iteration you will do, and you will do the analysis part. Okay, you can do the analysis part, and you will choose which is more efficient, okay, while giving the materials, different materials, while applying different properties, materials, everything, which wall is more efficient to use in our model, we can use that. That is generative design, okay. But to check the efficiency by creating different models and by giving different materials, and we choose the better from that. That is generative design. That has been just explained in that what video. Then it also just tell about digital. We discussed digital twin. Digital twin means, it's we make a virtual model, okay. We make a exact virtual model or design, which will be accurately reflect the physical one, okay. We make a virtual model of a particular model which has to be going to be built, and we study everything, okay, about the properties, with the complete collection of all the data in one place. We can make a digital twin, that is a virtual model, and we can just study everything from that. So the benefits of the digital twin is, we can get a full view of all the data. We get a smarter predictions. We get how it is going to be there, when it is going to analysis part, how it will be there, when this particular material is given, what will be the output. Like that, we can do the smarter predictions, and it is an optimized performance also. That is what discussed in digital twin. Next is about the BIM dimensions. So BIM dimensions, 3D, we know 3D is about the modeling, geometrical. We get the means a BIM model with a 3D dimension means 3D means it's a geometrical modeling. We get the graphical information, all the graphical information we get. If it's a BIM model with a 4D means, what I already told, it's a time is also incorporated in with. 5D means estimating about the budget, about the quantity estimation we will get. 60 is the sustainability. 70 if about the life cycle and maintenance of a BIM model with a 70 means it's how about how what is the lifespan of the building, how the elements should be maintained, in which we will get some idea of that after after which how many days it has to be maintained, like that life cycle and maintenance details we get from that project. Then 80 is all about safety. 90 is lean construction, that is planning of the project. 20 is the construction industrialization, that is it is key to solve the problems of to get how low productivity in construction industries, and we can just what make it planning accordingly. That is dimensions of BIM. So benefits of BIM in eco industry. So before that, I just want to discuss that in India, 1.5 million. So over the with the data of some articles in India, 1.5 million civil engineers are graduating year by year. With this count, in an ideal case, we can say that these numbers is 1.5 million engineers are graduating means this numbers show that our industry, our eco industry, has an extensive talent pool of young, dynamic, and creative professionals. Okay, but the reality is like opposite. That is, according to the article by Indian Tag, our industry, our global in construction and infrastructure sector, is presently witnessing a 6.27% decline in environment. Okay, though there are more people, our employment in our industry is decreasing. Okay, but we can say that our global population, within the global population reaching 8 billion, it is obvious that the building construction infrastructure would increase. There are buildings, there are the construction work growing on, but the employment is still in the decrease stage. Why? Because the industry now, our industry now needs more creative minds to innovate relevant solution. We have to be updated with the technology, with the growth of the technology. We have to be updated with the skills, which is updating the technology. Then only what the employment level or the will be increased in our industry. So that's the benefits of BIM in eco project life cycle. So it's we have discussed all these stages, how this BIM softwares can be applied in all the stages of the project. So what if you are updated, your skills, you are skilled with the latest updation in our technology, what it will be beneficial for the growth of our industry, or it will be helpful in upgrading the employment sector of the industry. Now, AC industry stakeholders. So, as I earlier told, there are different peoples or different departments, categories of people are involved in our industry. There are design and engineer organization. It include architects, structural engineers, plumbing, and all. Owner organization, owners, facility managers, construction manager, scheduler, estimation, that is project management part. Subcontractors are there. Outsiders are there. Financial insurers, government agencies. Many different peoples are involved in doing a single project. So in a BIM, in a project, when different peoples are involved, we have to coordinate we need a collaborative environment to work with it. Okay, so in order to work in a BIM project, we need a common data environment or series. So if everyone wants to coordinately work together by sitting in different places or different way, we need a CD. In BIM, we have such a CD called BIM 360 or ACC. Okay, that is BIM 360 or ACC is it is a cloud platform, a collaborative environment where all the people in a project can work on it. So BIM 360 is called anytime, anywhere access. If I'm working here in Bangalore, you all working in here, sitting in Kerala, and if you want to work together in a project, we can use a cloud platform to work on it. Okay, so I can say, so despite the pandemic hits our industry has some growth. Okay, even though pandemic, even though Corona came and all, our industry has some growth. There were some data regarding that. There's a growth in our industry. Why? Because we can use this cloud platform to work in it. I can just upload the documents of my project. Other members of my team can just analyze, just do the review, and everything can do. And in a coordinated way, we can coordinate and work together. That so. BIM, it provides such a platform, such a cloud platform, so that all the people involved in this project can be work together. So these are the benefits of BIM. It's time saving, error reduction, integration with other design as well, BIM collaboration in construction. That is this CD, this ACC and all CD. We can collaboratively work and just coordinate our work together and make our project, do our project in a more effective way. So these are the leading countries with BIM adoption. Slowly some countries, in some country it is mandatory to work in it is mandatory to use BIM while working in many countries. Our countries slowly are going on it. Okay, countries also slowly adopting this. Even though many countries or many firms are still following CAD and all, they are converting their project to BIM also. So new team, I know many companies who are forming new team for BIM for doing their projects. So this pink color, it shows the top countries with highest BIM adoption. That's USA, UK, and all. Then ash color, it shows the major countries with a significant BIM adoption: China, Australia, UAE, Germany, and all. Okay, this is the data regarding that. Now the BIM workflow and the BIM tools. So what all the softwares or the tools we use in the different stages of the project, that will be what will be discussed here. So this video it tells about how the role of BIM in different stages. So first, at the starting of the video, you just see BIM LOD 100, LOD 200. That is LODs are what level of development. That is, if a BIM model with LOD 100 means it will be a conceptual model where parameters like height, volume, location, and orientations will be there. Okay. Then if it's a BIM model with 200 means it will be a schematic model, that is general model with a schematic design, that is appropriate quantity, size, shape, location, orientation with. That means the as per the LODs increase, the data incorporating will be more. Okay. Then LOD 300 means it is construction, that is accurately made with a detailed designing and more details. Okay. Then we have LOD 350, that is construction plus, that means it's detailed design plus all the documentation part will be also there. Then 400, LOD 400 is fabrication, that is complete fabrication, assembly, detailed information, everything will be there. And 500 will be the as-built model. As I told earlier, it will contain every information of that particular model. And in one area you can see that when you just click on a material of a building, you will get a complete information of that particular material. Means if you are in the Rivet itself, when you're adding a material, okay, when you're adding a new material, there you will get an option to add the URL. That means if you are browsing from a opennet at all, you can add the link to it. And then anyone who just select that material, if you want to know more details of the material, he can just directly go with that link and will get more information about that particular material. So that is the main thing of we will get at any time or anywhere, we will get all the details of the materials what we are used in that particular project, okay, or the model. Okay, so these are the different stages for programming, visual programming, and parametric designing. Means to generate the complex building component with using the basic program techniques, we can make the what building components. If for example, if a repetitive structure is being built by using programs, you can just make the repetitive structure. That is using programming like Dynamo and all, we can do that. So these are the softwares or tools we used in BIM for this programming parametric design, that is Grasshopper 3D, Autodesk Dynamo, Bentley generating components, SketchUp plugin, then Vectorworks and all. Okay. Next is the detailed designing part. Yeah, that's conceptual designing also. So a different softwares like 3ds Max, Enscapes, and some softwares we use for conceptual designing also. That is, we can just make the visualize. We will get a complete visualization of the model, what it would be like at the end of the project and all. We can do the rendering part. We will get an idea of how the building will be looking, the daylight, in the night light, when we are given different artificial lights. About all the visualization we can currently see using many softwares in the BIM in the conceptual part. Okay. Then as detailed designing, that is detailed modeling of all the elements in the world. We can do architecture, detailed designing, structure. We can do the structure modeling about the beam, column, stairs. Everything can be done. Structural modeling, mechanicals, electrical, plumbing, plant modeling, everything. Giving all the detailed designing means here while modeling itself, while selecting or drawing an element, what all the details regarding that element we will input and do the model. Okay. That is detailed designing. We will give the entire details and do the detailed design. This is just a pic of a tropical island report design using this BIM. So this is the detailed designing of in architectural modeling. They are done space planning, estimation, gear design, visualization, structural engineering, the RCC modeling, RCC detailing, RCC searchlight, and MEP, civil infra modeling, geotechnical design. So every field of our industry, every field of industry, we can do in a detailed manner using the BIM tools. So these are some of the softwares used in detailed design. Rivet, it's an Autodesk product. It's an important software in the BIM. Okay, it's an important software where we can do the detailed designing. We will get the estimation part in different phases of like a new construction, renovation, demolition. Every phase also we can use Rivet. We can use Rivet and do the model. And there are some other softwares like ArchiCAD from Graphisoft, Bendy's Open Models, BricsCAD, BIM, Vectorworks, Tekla, etc. Next is analysis, building analysis, that I all told. When different disciplines comes together, we have to check whether there is any clashes, whether there is any problem, or we have to check that coordination part. We have to check that what we are doing here. So here you can see that in figure you can see the result of an analysis part also. model analysis, one load case, like that stress, forces, everything can be done using this BIM softwares. So in analysis, one important software we use is Autodesk Navisworks. There we can do the clash and detection and all. Also, I told about the cloud platform, no, BIM 360 and ACC. There also we can do this analysis part. Means in a cloud platform without using the software, in the cloud platform itself we can do when different, when in a team, in a project team, different disciplines will load their own model, and we can check that when this different models come together, well, the clashes or not, we can check in the online platform. We use BIM 360 Glue desktop app for that purpose in the cloud platform. Okay, and now in Navisworks software, we can do clash detection, as well as we can do what quantification, we can do quantification part, we can do animation stripping, in Revit we can do this renderings part, walkthrough. We can just walk through to our model in and out, and we can just experience how the building will be. Like that in Navisworks also we can do the animation. We can just walk through the what, when a residential or when a building is formed, we can just walk through it. And if you want to, when you just come near a door, if you want to open the door, we can do like, and using the animation as scripter function, we can do like that. Okay, when you touch the, while walk through it, when you touch the hand of the door has to be open. Like that, you can do, and you can record a video, and you can just do that. You can just send to client, and it will be helpful for that. So Navisworks software is what's a software for all these things. Then documentation. We can do the construction documentation. We can maintain the design drawings, as-built drawings, operation. We can maintain the schedules, estimation, reports, and all. So documentation, we can do AutoCAD. Revit also we can do the estimation part and all. Bentley MicroStation is here. Is a WCAD, BricsCAD. All these tools of BIM can be used for documentation. So this is a construction 4D and 5D construction planning, project management, here there is a clash detection, coordination, construction 4D simulation. 4D simulation means with incorporation of time, how our construction work will be good. Okay, we can just what in the, like in the planning, no, while we are planning our project, what we will do this, we will just divide our projects into different activities, and each activity will enter how many days are required to complete these activities, and likewise we do the planning. That is, we will find out the total number of days required to that complete project. Okay, if we have that particular data, so this planning in construction, we use Primavera software and all for doing this planning stage. So if we have that particular data, that is planning data, schedule data with you, or you can directly just enter in the Navisworks software. You can just enter that. You can add, for example, footing this day to 5th to 8th. You can give some days, and you can give number of days, and like footing, then what columns, then what slab. Likewise, you can do activities, and you can make a video. Okay, you can do the 4D simulation. So it will see, that video will give an idea on how our construction work is going to be happen in the when in the real side. That, okay, we'll get an idea of that. That is 4D simulation. It can also be done in the Navisworks. So Navisworks is an important software, mainly used for clashes and coordination, as well as for 4D simulation also. Okay, that is about construction 4D and 5D. And other, yeah, here it is Navisworks manage, Bexel manage, you can Solibri, Bendy Pro. These are all construction management tools, Solibri and all. Then Synchro, Autodesk BIM 360. Here also, in BIM 360 also we can do work sharing, as not only this fighting clashes, document management, we can do what work sharing also. Okay, if we are a team, and in my model we can if some elements like walls want to be maintained, or walls want to be done by one team member, doors, windows, that type components want to be managed by another team member, then means I can create work set. I can create different work set like walls, doors, windows, and then I can assign to my team members. Okay, so that the particular team member who got that work can do on that. Okay, that is BIM 360. That is work sharing. We can do the work sharing in a cloud platform, and we can just do that. Okay. This shows the 4D simulation view. Okay. You can see here time and all. Yeah. So this is a video of 4D simulation. So not only the time, okay, not only the days or time, you can just can know about the cost also. Okay, so within this day, what at all work is completed, and how many cost is cost what is the cost of that, but up to that day what is the cost, we can check, and we can just plan accordingly. Okay, we can just, if you want to reschedule or if you want to make changes and all, we can make changes, we can plan accordingly. Okay, that is this shows a 4D simulation video. By incorporating time, we can do this. We can know the we get the idea of about the construction process. Okay, then construction logistic, construction field here, so BIM 360 we can use construction field management, asset facility management, commissioning and handover. That is in BIM 360. Also we have a BIM 360 field and BIM 360 plant services. So in BIM 360 field and all, we can create checklist. Okay, we can create checklist for the for about the resources, for resources we need for a work in one day, or for about the safety checklist of the labors, like that we can create different checklists. Okay, and we can give to what we can just give to, or that site supervisor in charge will get from that what in that BIM 360 he can use that document, he can take that checklist and he can just verify everything is right, or thing is there in place or not. And also there is in BIM 360 we have a desktop no sorry mobile app like BIM 360 field and BIM 360 layout. That means when the real construction work is going on, so we can coordinately work together. Means if there is any issue happen in the site, okay, if there is any issue happen in the site supervisor can add one, he can take a photo, or he can take a photo, or he can just update in the what in BIM 360 that there's some issues there. Okay, so the person who is responsible for that, or is connected to that issue in the office, he's at once he can just will get notification, and he can at once make some solutions. And also that that is at an instant we can make solutions for that particular project. That delay of correcting, rectifying, everything can be made out. Okay, so that is the cloud platform or BIM 360. That is construction logistic. That maintenance also, sanity BIM facility management, yeah, it's also used for BIM 360. Means maintenance means as I told, no, for what it can get the lifespan of the building, after how many years, or what do we need a maintenance, so we need to renovate, what is the material to be renovated, how it should be renovated. If you're going to renovate a particular structure, no, you should know the details, then only you will get the you can get an idea of how we can renovate it. So if you're using this in BIM, if you're working in a BIM model, you will get it will be easy for the maintenance and operation of a project. Okay, yeah, this is demolish. That means not only in the new construction phase, BIM is also used in renovation as well as in demolition. In demolition, what does it means? Since all the information is there, we can, here it is there, we can extract about the materials to the BIM model, and what we can integrate, we can estimate about the detailed waste estimation, and we can just plan accordingly. So what is the waste emission there, and we can just plan other things after this demolition, we can plan accordingly. And waste cycle, so what is the immediate things what we needed in demolition, after this demolition if something is, what is the immediate things what we needed and all, we can just do, we can just plan according. Okay, so for every these thing, the important thing is what information, isn't it? So in the BIM model, that is the information or BIM is the very important thing which helps in what doing a project in an efficient way. Okay, yeah, here renovation. So renovation, for example, if it's like old monument and all, or old building, where here you don't need to do the renovation, but you don't have any plan or anything of regarding any data regarding that particular building, then you can do what laser scanning, and you can just using scan to beam process, scan to beam, you can just using laser scanning, you can just do a replan. Okay, means in Rivet and all we do planning and we do the model. Okay, and then we'll do the real construction. Here in scan to beam it's a reverse process, we already had a building and we need a replan of that, we can do using this one. Okay, that's scan to beam process. I'll just show you. So that is scan to beam. Okay, that is for renovation we use. That means using a 3D laser scanning technology, we capture the as-built drawing. Means it's a point. When we pass a laser scan, we get the point about the resulting. That's a yeah. We'll get a what as-built drawings of that is. After this laser scanning, the resulting survey data, it is called a point cloud. Okay, point cloud, and we can just open it in or this recap software is there. We can just want to review or we want to do some any changes, you can do there, and we can just transfer this point cloud to our Rivet, and we can just redraw the plan. We will get the exact plan of that building. Okay, so the advantages of the scan to be made, it can reduce human errors. Okay, or if you're manually, if you're doing means going to go to that site, doing survey, and will take times, and it also cause error. So here just we are applying the laser scanning and get the result. Okay, so it will reduce the human error. Shorter time, only one day is needed for completing everything. We're doing that survey part, only one day is there, so it a shorter time, and we get the information faster. And shorter, there is only one site visit is needed, that is scan to BIM. So these are about the BIM, what in the different stages of the project. So in our construction, we mainly focus on the analysis part, that is structural analysis and all we will do using different Navisworks softwares. Then project management part, time, cost, managing everything. Then BIM 360 as well, so, but the cloud platform where we work in a collaborative environment, and there we do the sharing of the document managements. We do the clash detections, and we coordinate and do the clash detections, also work sharing. Then what field management, project management, everything can be done using the BIM 360 or ACC. So that's all about the construction BIM. Hope you get us some idea of that. And next, moving to building a career in BIM. So these are the designations in BIM segment: BIM modelers, BIM engineers, detailer, coordinators, and managers. So this is some list out. I just list out some roles and responsibilities of modeler. So is the modeler will be doing that, what incorporating every data and do the models one. It will be mainly done by the what architectures, designers, teams, and all. They develop their construction drawings, extract data based on that, everything. Then BIM coordinator. So in our construction field, our main duty is to coordinate the work. That is, different disciplines drawings come, we have to what coordinate everything. We want to plan, and so daily coordinate and manage the what BIM project data, project content, everything that everything. So if you're working in a BIM project, every coordinating thing that will be the doing in the construction team. Then BIM manager. So there are different multiple softwares used in BIM, and it is getting updated every time. Okay, so the skills or the technologies are getting updated. So BIM also lots of softwares are adding to BIM, and it is getting updated and addition. So it's the responsibility of a BIM manager to get updated and updated in the softwares, updated in the BIM field, and to convey to the all other BIM modelers, coordinators, and all. So that is roles and responsibilities of the BIM managers. And about our department, CBIM, construction management in BIM. So we provide a 3-month 3-month course for CBIM, and after that we provide a internship. So this is a syllabus for our construction management department. Okay, so we started with the 2D CAD documentation about the CAD, AutoCAD. You just need about the AutoCAD drawings, and also this, if you have an AutoCAD drawing, okay, if you have an AutoCAD site plan, if you are there, and if you want to make it a 3D model, you can just export to what a Rivet, a detailed software, Rivet, and you can do the modeling part. Okay, likewise, if you have a Rivet model and if you want to bring back to CAD, and also you can do that. So if you have the model with the different softwares, you can just coordinate it to, can import it to the Rivet, and you can just work on it. Okay, you can coordinate with the softwares and you can do. So first we'll start with the 2D using the AutoCAD. Then we will use some introduction to BIM. So in order to work in a BIM, you have to follow some BIM standards. Many technical terms are related to BIM. Okay, so that after CAD, we will give an introduction to BIM. It will be a theory portion. Then give for the detailed designing. So conceptual designing is for mainly architecture. So our focus is on detailed designing. We all know we have to know about the Rivet, that detailed designing part. That is Rivet, using the tool Rivet architecture. We do the architecture modeling, we do the landscaping, estimation, construction modeling, visualization, everything. Then multidisciplinary coordination. Multidisciplinary coordination means if an architecture drawing model is completed, we can make use of, a structure department can make use of that architectural drawing as a reference, and they can do the structure modeling. Okay, that means linking that architecture model template with a structure template, and we can we can just start the designing of the Rivet structure. So that is multidisciplinary coordination, to coordinate but architecture, structure, plumbing, and all, to coordinate and how to work on it. That is multidisciplinary coordination. It is also the software used is Rivet. Then structural modeling. Here we will just how to model beams, columns, everything using the Rivet structure. Okay, so the Rivet, we can do architecture, we can do structure, MEP, everything can be done. That is, we use different template. Okay, in this single software we can do everything. There are different templates for different disciplines. For architecture we use different template, for structure we do different template. But in architecture template also we can do structure. Means in that interface, you know, when you open the Rivet, the interface will be same for every template, but only the difference is some some settings which is favorable to that discipline will be different. Okay, so all the tools will be same for different template. For example, if you open Rivet architecture template or structure template, all the tools will be there. If you open the architecture template, here also you can do the structure modeling, no problem. But the settings, like for example in structure, the main focus is load and all, load transfer and all, we need to know. Okay, so in structure template, there will be some levels like that for checking the analysis of that load and all. Some settings will be different. Okay, that's it about that Rivet architecture structure. And we're not doing the detailing part or just modeling part. Then we will go for the project review and clash detection using the Navisworks software. It is an Autodesk product, Navisworks. Here you do the clash detection, you do a review all the project, everything. That means architecture, structure, MEP, when it's come together, we just clashes. Okay. Then next is the project management. It's an important section in the construction department. That is, we are using the Primavera software. It is an Oracle product, Primavera. Here we can check, we can plan the project, we can schedule our project, we can we can find number of days needed to complete that project, also the cost needed to complete that project. So in Primavera, not only planning, we can do the tracking also. That is, after planning, once the site in the real construction work site, we can just track our project. So each and every day, one particular activity is done, we can go into our software and we get update everything. Okay, update that particular activity gets finished or not, and if it is delayed or like that, everything can be get updated, and then we can reschedule. So for example, if it's a 1 month project, after the end of 1 week, okay, we can just update each day, we can update. And if there is some delay or some changes is there, as apart from our planning, at the end of 1 week we can just reschedule our program. Like that means if the work is going like that, how many extra days it will take or how many extra costs we want to provide, like that tracking can also be done in Primavera. Okay, so it is, Primavera is the #1 world project management software. Not only called a project management, it's also called a portfolio management also. Okay, then 4D simulation, that is incorporating time. We can check the construction process. It is also done by Navisworks. Quantification can also be done in Navisworks software. Quantity analysis and manual estimation, that is, we can do estimation manually, also we can do estimation, isn't it? So here there's a theory portion. We just want to let you know what is the difference between manual estimation and estimation done in software. Okay, in order to give an idea for that, we just added this in the syllabus. Manual estimation is a theory process. Then BIM project setup. Yeah, I have told that in order to work in a BIM project, there are some standards or setups you need to follow. At that one, it will be in a Rivet plus theory. Okay, it will be a theory plus the practical portion. Then visual programming and generative design using Dynamo. That scan to BIM, that which we discussed in renovation part. Recap Pro, also Rivet. Both softwares can both combined to be used. Then BIM 360, ACC, BIM 360 and ACC. Yeah, both are cloud-based platform. What and all needed for a project, everything can be done in this too. Okay, BIM 360 and in ACs. That is, it is a CD, common data environment, to work in it. And ACC is somewhat a similar version of BIM 360, but we can say it is an updated one. Some more settings is more updated in ACC than BIM 360. Okay. Then project management with the Synchro. Synchro is an advanced construction management software. We can say we can do what scheduling planning, that what we have done in Primavera about quantification, everything can be done in Synchro. Okay, Synchro 4D. Then facility management with Kobe. Yeah, Kobe plus Rivet. Kobe is an add-in. Actually, that means if you when you do a model, no, for example, if you give a furniture, okay, we provide a furniture in the building, and we can give all the details regarding that furniture in the model, so that its maintenance, about it's how when it need to be maintained, or when it about the warranty for furniture is in, about its warranty, all the data regarding that can be added into that. Okay, it is an added for Rivet. That is facility management, that is asset management. So assets of all the thing, the models can be managed. Okay, that is comes under COBE, using COBE. Then we'll give an intro or overview of other management softwares, and create like a Solibri, Bexel Manager, everything can be discussed the last one. So this is the detailed syllabus of construction and operation management department. Okay, so it's a 3-month course. Then these are the list of students placed from our BIMLABS Global. So other BIMLABS courses we are provided apart from CBIM. We have other BIMLABS courses are first one ABIM, architectural design and visualization. These are the softwares used. So all the courses are for 3 months. Okay. AutoCAD, Rivet, 3ds Max. Yeah, this 3ds Max, Format 360, SketchUp is all used for does what conceptual modeling. Okay. Dynamo, Recap Pro, Enscape, and Insight 360. This is CBIM, construction and operation management. This is SBIM for structural engineers. CAD, architecture, structure. In structure, here we do the detailing part. Okay, we do the modeling as well as detailing about the rebar, number of rebar, everything, every detailing part of the structure we do. Then Rivet Steel, Stat Pro or ETABS, Dynamo Pro, Recast, Naviswork, Advanced Steel Plaxis, geotechnical software. These are the softwares used in SB. Then BIM for infrastructure, for roads, tunnels, highways. For infrastructure modeling, we provide this course. So in every course, this AutoCAD and Rivet architecture is a mandatory one. Okay, we'll just provide that. Then Recap Pro, Civil 3D, InfraWork, Naviswork, Dynamo, Bentley tools. Then MEP BIM, professional BIM MEP. So these are the key tools used there. Then PLM, product design and analysis. Then PLM, computer aided manufacturing. Okay, so these are the courses we are providing. So recently we have started a Dubai office. We are registered office here. So we are providing offline and online trainings for the candidates there. So if anyone and Dubai, they will get some offers. Okay, so since recently we have started, we provide some offers to start to join new courses. So these are the posters regarding that. If anyone is interested, you can just go through it. Okay. So this is a BIM project setup course with Rivet. We provide both offline and online. Okay, this is BIM Visual Programming, Rivet, and Dynamo. So all the courses will be given this Autodesk certification as well as course completion certification. Okay. Then advanced BIM programs. It include BIM estimation with Rivet, BIM project setup with Rivet, then BIM visual programming with Rivet and Dynamo. Here you can see the dates and all. Then BIM estimation with Rivet, another course. You can see the time and date. These all posters will be we'll share it in the social medias. Okay, so we have since it is recently started, we are providing offers for that. So if anyone interested can join it in. So any queries on today's session? Okay, then we can wind up today's section. So if you have any doubts, or if you want to get more info about this, you can just note down this email. Okay, you can just contact this info@bimlabs.in, and you can just take down this number. Okay, so thank you everyone. So shall I wind up the session?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So if you have any doubts, you can just ask me now, or you can just wind
Ma'am,
up
will
the
you
session.
share this video, means this recording?
Yeah, sure. Marketing team will share.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, any doubt? Lijin, are you telling? Okay. Okay, so since there are no doubts, I'm just winding up. Thank you all for your participant.